Credit card companies spent decades and billions of dollars testing one number on millions of people. Not the interest rate, not the credit limit, the minimum payment. They ran the math on 47 million accounts to find the exact amount that keeps you paying the longest, without you ever feeling trapped. And they found it. Here's what that number does to you. The outcome nobody warns you about. Let's start with what actually happens. You have $5,000 on a credit card at 22% APR. Normal situation, normal rate. You do the responsible thing. Pay the minimum every month. On time, never miss. Here's the result. It takes 19 years to pay off. By the time you're done, you've paid $11,680 for that $5,000 purchase. You paid more than double for something you bought 2 decades ago. But here's the part that makes this genius. You never panicked. You never felt like you were failing. You never felt desperate enough to stop. Because the minimum payment was designed to keep you exactly there. Comfortable, responsible, and stuck. The comfort trap. Here's the psychological mechanism most people never see. Credit card companies don't want you to default. Defaults lose them money. What they want is for you to pay forever and feel fine about it. So they engineered the minimum payment to hit a very specific sweet spot. High enough, you feel responsible. No guilt. You're handling it. Low enough, you can afford it. No panic, no desperation. Just right. You never escape. This isn't an accident. This is the result of testing millions of payment scenarios to find the number that maximizes their profit while minimizing your urgency. It's called the comfort trap, and it works because humans don't react to slow-motion disasters. We react to immediate pain. The minimum payment removes the immediate pain, so you never feel the need to escape. The hidden mechanism. But here's the part almost nobody notices. The minimum payment isn't fixed. It decreases as your balance goes down. Month 1, you owe $5,000. Minimum payment, $150. Month 12, you owe $4,200. Minimum payment, $126. Month 24, you owe $3,500. Minimum payment, $105. You think, progress. The balance is dropping. The payment is dropping. I'm winning. You're not. You're on a treadmill that slows down every time you start moving forward. Because that smaller payment extends the timeline even further. You went from barely escaping to definitely not escaping. And it feels like relief. That's the design. The math they hope you never do. Let's break down what's actually happening in month 1. You pay $150. Here's where it goes. $91 to interest. $59 to principal. You paid $150, but only $59 actually reduced your debt. The rest disappeared. Month 2. $90 to interest, $60 to principal. Month 3, $89 to interest, $61 to principal. You're paying $150 a month and barely moving. Credit card companies are counting on you never doing this math. Because if you did, you'd realize you're not paying off debt, you're renting it. Why this works so well. Here's the psychological trick that makes this nearly impossible to escape. Loss aversion. Humans hate feeling like failures more than they love feeling like winners. A payment you can't make equals failure. So the minimum is set just low enough that you can make it. This removes the failure feeling, which removes the urgency, which keeps you paying. You're not failing, so why change? Meanwhile, someone paying $300 a month on that same $5,000 balance pays it off in under 2 years, and spends $5,800 total. Same debt, different outcome. The difference? They ignored what the credit card company said was enough. The one thing that actually changes this. If the minimum payment is a trap, what's the real fix? 2 moves. Both matter. Move 1. Stop adding to the balance. This is the part most advice skips. Paying $150 per month on $5,000 works if you stop charging. But most people don't. They pay $150, then add $200 in new charges. Every new charge resets the clock. Move 2. Lock your payment if you can. If you can afford the current minimum, lock it. Your statement says $150 this month. Next month, it drops to $146. Ignore that. Keep paying $150. Same amount. Every month. No exceptions. The minimum payment makes you feel responsible. You're paying on time. Capable. You can afford it. Like you're handling it. The balance is going down. All of that is true. And none of it gets you out. That's the product, not the money, the psychology. And they've spent billions perfecting it. The real test. Here's how you know if you're in the trap. Look at your last 12 months of statements. Add up everything you paid. Now look at how much the balance actually dropped. Final thought. If you've been paying minimums for years and wondering why nothing changes, you're not failing. You're experiencing the most profitable psychological system ever built. The minimum payment was never designed to get you out. It was designed to keep you paying, comfortably, responsibly, endlessly. The way out isn't working harder. It's refusing to play by their math. Lock your payment. Stop new charges. Ignore what the statement says is enough. Because their definition of enough will keep you paying for 19 years. If you want money advice built for real incomes and real traps, that's what this channel is for. And if you've ever felt like debt is designed to be inescapable, you're right. It is.